Oh my goodness, when I decided I wanted to write movies and I wanted to be in Hollywood, it was, you would have thought I said I wanted to sell poison milk to school children at the roadside. People are like, oh my gosh. There was this sort of group of people who were being prayed for, who were going off to Bible college, and the rest of us were like, good luck. Good luck out there in the world of Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever it was. But I just knew what God had put in my heart. I just knew that was what I was supposed to do. I want to say to people that there's life and there's light and there's hope on the other side of it. So I go to Hollywood and I meet these amazing people, and some not always amazing, but I get the questions a lot. Your stories, I feel like I know them, and I feel like I know these people, and what is it that makes you write? And I said, it's the same answer. I said, I write about my faith, I write about justice, and I write about race and about the struggles that all of those three encounter. I was teaching a Sunday school class in Los Angeles, and I had girls from all walks of life, and I was telling the story that we tell, that is true, that God loves us and that He has a plan for you, and it's great. And I remember, I'll never forget it, I remember one of my girls looked up at me, and she was 12, and she said, I don't think God in heaven has anything to do with what's going on down here. And I realized in a moment that I'd been telling this story, but I'd never really told her my story. And I think for some of us, when we speak our lives and speak about what God's done in our life, then that opens up this door for other people to know, like, that story, the story, it's true and it's real. And I think people are depending on us to say, you know what, I'm not sitting here as a perfect person. I'm telling you that this is my story and this is my journey, and it hasn't been easy, and it's okay for it not to be perfect, but it can change who you are. It can change the course of your life, and it's connected to a really amazing, larger story. I need a church that has its boots on the ground, and I love that that there's a heart for the community that is outside the doors of the church, and I think Freedom House definitely embodies that in every way. You can walk in any way that you are, any state that you are, any place that you are in your journey. If you're not even close to starting the journey yet, the door is open, that the community sees this place as their first stop. If I need help, if I need advice, if I need anything, like, that's pretty astounding. When you connect to the power of your words, you don't know how they're going to fall and where they're going to fall and when they're going to fall, but that takes root. It really does grab hold of a life. And sometimes it starts with your own, when you're like, man, I don't have this big story. Oh, really? Like, are you a mom managing 4 kids with sanity and teaching them to be these amazing human beings with dignity and respect and grace? You have a story. Have you overcome, you're a student and you're doing 3 and 4 jobs and working all these hours and still finding time to serve. And there is such a high rate of suicide and depression, and you have a story within you that a life is totally depending on. I think when God speaks to you the direction of your life, that's the person you're accountable to. That's the person we're all accountable to.